Alright, hey guys, this is your Steam Bulldog News. I'm Annalise.
And I'm Tamar. Today is
November the 12th.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
And remember, do not forget your agenda book. Or your
honor bag.
$30.
If you $30 if you need to get a new one. Yeah. So, let me find the paper. Alright, so November 5th, no school for students.
Yeah.
November 6th, 5th grade field trip. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh. November 21st,
picture retake day. November 27th,
all schools closed. Let's go.
November 28th and the 29th, fall recess. All schools closed.
December 2nd, no school for students. December 6th, no school for students.
December 13th,
5th and 6th grade Christmas concert. The 14th, 7th and 8th grade Christmas concert. The 20th, house assembly.
December 23rd of January, 3rd winter break. And
So yeah.
No, we don't have to read this.
Alright, so make sure you get your lanyards. If you need like a new the actual ID, if you need a new one, the cost to replace it is $3. And if you need a new honor bag, you can go replace your old one for a new one. And if you don't bring back the old one, that will cost $30. So yeah, make sure you bring back the old one.
Yeah,
that's
bye.
it.
Now this
was your Steam Bulldog News. Bye. See you later. Oh my god, that was so cringe.
November marks an important time of year for Indigenous people, Native American Heritage Month.
All month long, we celebrate and honor the first peoples of these lands that we now call the United States.
This moment isn't just for Indigenous people to celebrate our history, culture, and traditions.
It's also a time to educate others about our tribal nations and to recognize all that we've accomplished and contributed to society, and that we are still here.
Who exactly is considered Indigenous? And what are the terms used for the different groups from various regions?
And when did this yearly cultural celebration become official? Ayuki, hello. I'm Kiara Sotile.
And I'm Alyssa Yakidi London, Tlingit Ayachat.
I'm proud to be Karuk.
I am a member of the Tlingit tribe of Alaska.
We're going to break it all down for you in this episode of Understanding Native American Heritage. Our Native American heritage has always been something to celebrate. But when was it officially recognized on the calendar? To answer that, we have to go back to the early 1900s.
In 1914, Red Fox James, a Blackfoot Native American, rode on horseback across America, rallying state governments to approve an official day to honor Native Americans.
A year later, with support from 24 states, he presented his proposal at the White House, but there's no record that anything came of it. Then, 1 year later, the state of New York declared the first recorded American Indian Day in May 1916. But it wasn't until 1990 that President George H.W. Bush officially made it a month.
Now let's talk about who are Indigenous people. Some prefer the term Native American, others use American Indians. Other identifiers are location specific, like Alaska Natives, which refers to Indigenous people of Alaska, or First Nations, the First Peoples in Canada.
Many Indigenous people like to identify by their tribal affiliations, like Navajo Nation or Dene people, Karuk, Puyallup, Tlingit, or Seminole.
And since there are 574 federally recognized tribes across the country and 229 in Alaska alone, and even more seeking federal recognition, the best thing to do is ask how we choose to identify. I prefer to identify as Alaska Native and Tlingit.
I go by Karuk, but to me, American Indian and Native American are also interchangeable.
Some people might imagine we all live on reservations, but actually only about 22% of Native Americans actually live on reservations.
The other 78% of us live all over the country and the world.
We've been a part of the fabric of this land for so long before it was ever called the United States, and we continue to make our mark today.
Last year, Secretary Deb Haaland became the first Native American cabinet secretary.
She later swore in the first Native American director of the national parks, Charles F. Sams III.
The historic first continued this year. Representative Mary Peltola became the first Alaska Native elected to the U.S. House.
Mohegan Chief Marilyn Malerba, the first Native American to serve as Treasurer of the United States.
And just last month, astronaut Nicole Mann, the first Native American woman to go to space.
So what does all of this tell us? Indigenous heritage is ingrained in the very land we stand on, and our influence is felt across every part of this country.
From our sacred traditions to our distinct tribal nations and languages, there's space to celebrate and honor what it means to be Indigenous, what it means to be Native American, and what it means to be American Indian, Alaska Native, First Nations, and many others.
What do I need to win?
2 triple 20s and a bullseye.
Good luck. You know, Rupert, guys have underestimated me my entire life. And for years, I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day, I was driving my little boy to school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental." And I like that. So I get back in my car, and I'm driving to work, and all of a sudden, it hits me. All them fellas that used to belittle me, not a single one of them were curious. You know, they thought they had everything all figured out, and so they judged everything, and they judged everyone. And I realized that they're underestimating me. Who I was had nothing to do with it. Because if they were curious, they would ask questions. You know? Questions like, have you played a lot of darts, Ted? Which I would have answered, yes, sir. Every Sunday afternoon at a sports bar with my father from age 10 till I was 16 when he passed away. Barbecue sauce.
Like do grades like actually matter?
What's the most wealthiest street in Kelowna? What do you think I'll find in every one of those homes? A library. If I went to an apartment building across the street, you know what I won't find in most of the apartments? Just saying. They have bigger TVs than the size of the libraries. Wealthy people have massive libraries, no TV. You think that's by chance? No, because they realize that education wasn't a place I go that I got to spend money on. It's what I do every day. Grades don't matter. You educating yourself does. School teaches you to learn. Most people make the mistake of thinking that education stopped the last year they go to school.